the 24J, Ryan Partridge in car number 25. Then it's the 24, Paul Childs. Billy Eastman in the 01, Jeremy Hayes in the 12. That's your top two in points. Deep in the field here today. Shortcut, Cody Parker in car number 11 to his outside, the 30 of Ryan McCarthy. Alyssa Letourneau in the 27. Then it's Rochester's Zach Washburn in the 49. James Bolduck in the 83 main. Camden Robinson in the 8. Brooke Washburn in the 23. And Jesse James in the 4. And Jeremiah Sargent has trouble before this one even goes green. All right, here we go. 25 laps the distance. Spencer on the flag stand, set to let him rip. Keep the eye on this kid. He can wave a flag. Green flag in the air. 2 to go. Show 6 shooters underway. Spencer letting the drivers go green, and we're underway. Adam Knowles and Jeremiah Sargent lead him into turns 1 and 2. Knowles with the advantage down the back straightaway. Sargent in the 5, fights back on the outside. Sargent fresh off his best career finish in the 2nd spot the last time the 6 shooters were in town. Leaning on Adam Knowles in the 22 right now. Kristen DeStefano right there in the 67, fresh off her championship up the street at the USA Speedway last weekend. Here comes DeStefano now. Kristen DeStefano in car number 67 down underneath Jeremiah Sargent. Sargent desperately trying to get to the bottom side, but it can't happen in car number 5. Matt Hurto in the 4th spot. 5th right now is the villain Scott Vienne. Keep an eye on your top 2 in points. Hayes and Eastman down the back straightaway. 4 wide as they split the 25 of Partridge. Partridge with issues down pit road. Tough break for Ryan Partridge. Billy Eastman plowing through the 24 of Paul Childs. Billy Eastman going to get the warning from Chief Starter Dave Tibbetts in the 01 car, using as a battering ram once again here tonight. Up front, Adam Knowles, the solo cowboy, leads the way. DeStefano in the 2nd spot. 3rd right now belongs to Jeremiah Sargent. Best battle right now is for the 7th spot on the racetrack. Billy Eastman in the 01 car, looking to the outside on Justin Goodrow. Goodrow in the 34 trying to fend him off side by side for that spot. Goodrow bounces off Eastman. Wayno Foster dead ahead of them in car 00. As a huge field of 6 shooters on hand here again, doing some action all the way around the Star Speedway. 19 laps remain, this time by at the line for the solo cowboy Adam Knowles. Battle still going on for that 7th position as Jeremy Hayes has joined the party in car number 12. Eastman sideways in the 01 car. Here comes Jeremy Hayes now. Hayes gets a great run, 3 wide down the back straightaway. Your top 2 in points are right there. Goodrow's in the middle, and Goodrow is using up Billy Eastman. Here comes Hayes in the 12 car. Keep an eye on that battle for the 7th spot. It's getting physical now between Goodrow and Eastman in the 01. Eastman gave it to Goodrow in the heat race. Goodrow giving it back to him now on the backstretch. Eastman trying to clear him now down through turns 1 and 2. Billy Eastman sideways in the 01 car, and Justin Goodrow takes back the spot. Alyssa Letourneau down to the grass. She keeps the car rolling. Jeremiah Sargent has his hands full in car number 5, but he's hanging on to that 3rd spot. Come on. Jeremy Hayes and Paul Childs have joined the party in that battle for the 7th spot as Justin Goodrow took it back in the 34 car. Matt Hurto now in the 18, and Scott Vienne going at it for the 4th spot on the racetrack. Oh, Cam Robinson around right in front of your leaders. He keeps the 8 car rolling. Your top 2 have broken way off. Steven Jackson doing some Baja racing on the backstretch. There is action all over the racetrack right now. Oh, Scott Vienne and Herto down through the grass. Vienne comes back on the racetrack. Herto back on the racetrack. No harm, no foul, no caution. 2 to go shows 6-shooters presented by Top Gun Roofing, doing what they do best, putting on the entertainment of the day here. Next time by, Adam Knowles going to get the halfway home signal from Chief starter Dave Tibbetts. Going to be 13 down, 12 to go for the solo cowboy Adam Knowles. Kristen DeStefano keeping him honest in the 67. Battle for 7th still raging on between Goodrow, Eastman, Childs, Hayes, and Herto. Smoke starting to erupt out of the 11 of Cody Parker. Oh, Childs gets into Eastman that time as Hayes fills the hole down on the Childs. Everybody jockeying for position right now, but your top 2 is absolutely checked out, and Jeremiah Sargent's all alone in that 3rd spot in car number 5. Ten fingers in the air for your leader, Adam Knowles. Kristen DeStefano sticking with him down into turns 1 and 2, but the racing right now is from 7th on back between Goodrow, Eastman, Hayes, and Paul Childs. Ryan McCarthy trying to join the party around the outside on Matt Herto. Shortcut Cody Parker and Zach Washburn in the mix. Jeremiah Sargent has his hands full, and Wayno Foster and Scott Vienne trying to reel him in down the front straightaway. Matt Herto up the racetrack off the front bumper, a shortcut Cody Parker. Here comes Jeremy Hayes now. Hayes steps to the outside on Billy Eastman. Now he's going to try to go by him and the 34 of Goodrow down the front chute. Jeremy Hayes in car number 12 step into the outside groove, and it's working for him right now through turns 1 and 2. Eastman now trying to get to the bottom side. More contact between Eastman and Childs. Jeremy Hayes going to take advantage of that and step to the outside on the 34 of Justin Goodrow for position. Battle for 3rd starting to heat up now. Wayno Foster has reeled in the 5 of Jeremiah Sargent. The villain Scott Vienne right there in the 5 as well. Hayes now starting to step out and by the 34 of Goodrow. Goodrow trying to fend him off, but Jeremy Hayes uses the outside of the Star Speedway, and he moves himself into the 7th position. Hayes going to have trouble with the lap car. Bolduc now. This is going to get interesting down into turns 3 and 4. Bolduc up the racetrack. They're 3 wide through lap traffic. Jeremy Hayes keeps his foot in, and it comes out with the position once again. Under 5 to go as the racing up front has been pretty tame, but the racing from 3rd on back right now is where you want to watch as DeStefano's following the 22 of Knowles. Contact for the 3rd spot now. Jeremiah Hayes up the race. Jeremiah Sargent up the racetrack. Wayne Foster takes the 3rd spot. Now Sargent goes through the grass to try to take back the 3rd spot and dumps the 00 of Foster. Oh, baby. Jeremiah Sargent dumps Foster, and Foster is coming back on the racetrack here. This is going to get interesting now. Jeremy Hayes is into 3rd. The villain, Scott Vienne, now down underneath the 5 of Sargent. They are 4 and 5 wide. Justin Goodrow is around. 2 to go at the line, and your leaders are way out in front, but what is happening for the 4th spot right now? Keep an eye on Foster. He's not happy with the 5 of Sargent, but he's not going to get back to him, I don't think. Final time around, and I'm sorry to your leaders, but I have not been watching you at all. Into turn number 3 and out of turn number 4. Your winner in the 2 to go show 6-shooter main event is Adam Knowles in the 22. Good run for Kristen DeStefano in 2nd. And good run for Jeremy Hayes. Mixed it up through the field, and he'll end up with the 3rd spot in car number 12. And Wayne Foster just dumped the 24 of Paul Childs. 4th goes to Vienne. 5th will go to Billy Eastman. We'll head trackside.